Hey there, it's Corey Martin from the Foundation's Piping Department. I'm going to show you how to log into the loop here. Um, Basically, you're going to go to this web address here at the top of the page, and you can log in via your regular credentials that you would use for everything else. You're also going to jump into content here to find our department's place. You can filter through all the content on the loop via the column on the left, or you can view it by content type. So you can also filter out different types of projects. There's kind of something neat here too, which is people. So when we look at people, this is the organizational structure of the business of BCIT. And everybody that's a employee has a loop profile and they can be found in here. You can also look at it by the organizational structure. So you can see that um, we've got a lot of people in our department and everyone above us. So then what we do is we go to places, and if you get into places, you'll find us. We are in the piping department. So when we go in there, this is our own kind of private feed that we can talk back and forth on. It's going to be pretty handy because we can start new discussion topics and that through here, but we're going to work through content. And when we're in the content view, again, we can filter it the same way we can on the main page. However, it's going to be more specific to what we're working on. So we don't need everybody at BCIT looking at what we're doing. This is going to be very private. So again, we've got all these filters here that we can use. You can see I've got a test discussion up there that's got a link to a YouTube video from my YouTube channel. And then we've got all of our actions down here. So basically, if you want to start a new conversation about something new, like a new idea or a new topic, we're going to start a new discussion. Just for the time being, let's keep everything as discussions until we get comfortable using this. The tutorial is going to be designed so that we can get started. It's not the end-all be-all, and this doesn't have everything that we possibly could use it for in here. However, I'm starting a discussion here. You can see it's called the tutorial for loop communications. I'm going to build up that discussion a little bit before I send this out to everybody. But the video link will be in the tutorial for this video link. You'll find in the tutorial for the loop communications. So it's pretty handy. You start a new discussion, and then everyone has the opportunity to comment on it, which is pretty good because you can comment on it and reply to everyone that is seeing it, or you can reply back specifically to one individual's comment. We can set it so comments that as they're built up can be emailed, so you can be updated on everything that's going on, and then using your user preferences, you can decide what you want to see and how many emails you want to get, or if you want to get any at all and you just want to check in with the tutorial, check into the discussions that are happening in the piping department place on the loop, kind of like on maybe a weekly sort of regiment. So outside of that, we're starting a discussion here. Now you can see down at the bottom, we've got some other options down here. We can attach, we throw attachments on there, and then we can also decide who we can view this. Another cool thing is it's got tags, so we can tag the project so that when we start to get, tag the discussion, when we get a lot of discussions going on this thing, we may want to be able to search through old discussions. And so if we have some keywords that are involved with it, it's going to be pretty handy. So you can see here we've got the option to include the entire loop community. That's everybody that we are friended with. Or we can keep it in just our place, which is in the piping department as well. You could see there it says in a place. And I've left it on for the loop community because maybe other people want to see this as well. But for us, we would probably use that in a place radio button and be able to use it there. So you're going to post it, and it's going to come up, and it looks a lot like Facebook. I mean, if anybody's ever looked at Facebook, this is very, very similar. And you are going to see that this is where the main post will reside in our place in the piping department. And then you can see down the right side here that you can bookmark it, you can like it just like on Facebook, you can subscribe to it, and then you got other actions that you can do as well. Now, however, since no one's going to be an administrator right away other than Mike Lesperance and myself, the delete button won't show up on here, so you can't delete anything out of there. So be cautious of what you write in there. So if you want certain people to see it, you can look This is everyone that's in our department. You just click on the people button and it brings up people in our department. And then you can look again at the organizational chart, which is pretty handy as well in case you want to include other people that are outside of our department. And you can search for people as well. There's a search feature. You'll see it here, and there is also a newest, which means those are new people that have joined the organization. So if you saw somebody new, maybe they weren't associated, you can see there's a few there that don't have departments yet or emails. You still may be able to find them. So that's how you do it. Basically, you're going to create a discussion, and then you're going to continue to comment on the discussion. So it's just going to be a series of hitting those reply buttons. You can see here you can also include people that are not on the loop if you want to send something off to your personal email and do work on it outside of the loop. So pretty straightforward, not a whole bunch more to add there. We've got a lot of features here that are like Facebook, and I hope you guys can give it a shot. Let's try it. Let's see if it works, especially for discussing things that we need to work on. I'm Corey in the piping department. Thanks very much.